Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're taking a closer look at a really impactful area, how artificial intelligence is just rapidly transforming the manufacturing industry.
It really is.
We've been digging into excerpts from Techonomy, AI's impact on manufacturing efficiency. It's a recent report, quite insightful, from a leading think tank that focuses on tech disruption.
Yeah, a solid source.
And our mission, like always, is to pull out the key nuggets of knowledge, give you that shortcut to being really well informed on this. And what Techonomy really hammers home is that AI in manufacturing, well, it's not some far-off future thing anymore. It's happening right now.
Yeah.
It's reshaping operations in really big ways.
Precisely. And that's exactly why this topic is so crucial, especially now in today's manufacturing world. This Techonomy report, it makes the core drivers super clear.
Which are?
Well, it's this urgent need for efficiency, for absolute precision, and importantly, adaptability, being able to change quickly. And we're not just talking vague ideas here. This deep dive, we're going to unpack the specific, tangible ways AI actually delivers these things. We're moving beyond the abstract to what's really happening on factory floors.
Like what, for instance?
Think predictive maintenance, the creation of genuine smart factory ecosystems, things like digital twins play a role there, and the shift towards, truly data-driven decision-making.
Okay, let's dive into that first one then. AI-powered predictive maintenance. Techonomy highlights this quite a bit. We often talk about preventing breakdown, sure, but the report digs deeper, doesn't it, into how these systems analyze machine data in real time.
Exactly. It's constant analysis.
It's not just flagging, hey, this might fail soon. It's about spotting these tiny, subtle wear patterns, right? Or slight performance deviations that honestly a human probably wouldn't catch easily.
You'd absolutely miss them.
So what's the real kind of genius behind this, beyond just avoiding a massive shutdown?
Well, what's really fascinating, I think, is the shift. It's moving from that old reactive, it breaks, we fix its model.
Right, the scramble.
Yeah, the scramble. To these incredibly sophisticated proactive strategies. Traditionally, yeah, a machine runs till it fails. That means unpredictable downtime, expensive emergency repairs.
Total headache.
Total headache. But with AI constantly looking at sensor data vibration, temperature, even sounds, acoustics.
Acoustics too.
Oh, yeah. It's not just predicting a failure. Often it's calculating the remaining useful life, the RUL of a component, and with astonishing accuracy sometimes.
Wow, okay.
And that lets manufacturers schedule maintenance exactly when it's most efficient, maybe during a planned stop or even pushing a part to get the maximum life out of it without risking failure.
So it's that fine line.
It's that micro-optimization, and that directly hits your operational costs and boosts what they call OEE, overall equipment effectiveness.
So it's not just stopping the big disaster, but really maximizing the potential of every single asset almost invisibly, by understanding how it degrades over time.
Precisely. Understanding that degradation curve.
That kind of insight must be a game changer for budgeting and production planning.
Definitely.
Okay, so building on that proactive approach for individual machines, Techonomy then talks about how AI gets integrated into process automation, creating what they call a smart factory ecosystem.
Yeah, the ecosystem view.
That sounds big. Expansive. What does a smart factory actually look like when you look through an AI lens?
Right, that's a good question. How does this intelligence kind of spread through the whole environment? A smart factory, it isn't just a bunch of automated machines working in isolation.
It's more connected.
Much more. It's where different systems, processes, even the products themselves are interconnected. They communicate, often using the Internet of Things, IoT, and it's all orchestrated or enhanced by AI.
Okay.
And the report gives some really compelling examples of this intelligence at work. Imagine AI using computer vision.
Seeing things.
Yeah, cameras and AI watching the production line, detecting product defects instantly as items move past, but not just flagging the flaw.
It learns.
It learns from it. It tries to identify potential root causes maybe further upstream in the process.
Okay. Closing the loop.
Exactly. Or think about AI algorithms optimizing how raw materials are used in real time, adjusting mix ratios maybe, or cutting patterns to minimize waste based on tiny variations in the material itself.
That's incredibly precise.
These aren't just small incremental improvements sometimes. These are fundamental changes that create a factory floor that's just incredibly responsive and very resource efficient.
So it's really about building this responsive ecosystem where every part is learning and adapting, not just reacting.
That's the core idea, learning and adapting.
That instant defect detection you mentioned, especially if it ties back to fixing the process, that must have huge implications for quality control, avoiding recalls, things like that.
Massive implications. Huge cost savings there.
And the precision in using materials, minimizing waste that hits the bottom line directly, but also sustainability goals, right?
Absolutely. It touches both. It really shows how AI isn't just tinkering with operations, it's changing the fundamental economics of making things.
Yeah, the whole financial picture.
Exactly. And the final piece of this puzzle, as Techonomy really emphasizes, is how these AI-driven insights are enabling faster, much smarter decision-making at all levels of the company.
Okay, so moving up from the factory floor.
Yeah, their research shows these systems don't just collect data passively, they actively transform that raw data into actionable strategies, sometimes even prescriptive strategies telling you what you should probably do.
Wow.
And this means manufacturers can respond with, well, unprecedented agility to market changes, supply chain hiccups, shifts in customer demand.
Right. This is where it gets really strategic, isn't it? It's not just automating a task or predicting when a machine needs oiling. It's fundamentally changing how businesses think and react.
It's a paradigm shift in thinking.
Instead of making decisions based on, I don't know, gut feeling or reports that are already weeks old.
Or even quarterly reviews, yeah.
Right. You're getting real-time, data-backed insights that could literally, pivot a production line almost overnight if needed. What's the biggest competitive advantage this gives a manufacturer today?
Well, if you look at the bigger picture, it means moving away from a reactive view, one based on what happened in the past,
Looking backward.
to one that's predictive, looking forward, and often prescriptive, suggesting the path forward. Data, which, used to be just the static record of history.
Something you filed away.
Right. It becomes this dynamic, living tool. It informs every part of the business. Techonomy really highlights how this lets companies be incredibly agile, adapting production, optimizing supply chains, even tailoring products based on real-time market trends or sudden demand shifts.
Responding instantly.
That adaptability, that speed driven by AI's ability to crunch and learn from just massive data sets, that's ultimately the key competitive advantage in a world that, let's face it, never stops changing.
Okay, so let's recap this deep dive a bit. We've explored how AI is hitting manufacturing efficiency in some really powerful ways, according to Techonomy.
Yeah, some key areas.
We started with that power of AI predictive maintenance. Not just stopping breakdowns, but really optimizing the life of components, cutting costs, boosting uptime.
Crucial foundation.
Then we looked at building those smart factory ecosystems through process automation. Great examples like the instant defect detection that learns.
And computer vision, yeah.
And that raw material optimization that saves money and resources.
Tangible benefits.
And finally, we saw how these AI-driven insights fuel faster, smarter decisions, making manufacturers incredibly responsive, agile.
Adapting to the market.
The report is pretty clear. Techonomy basically views AI as, I think the quote was, the most valuable addition in the manufacturing journey today.
And it's so important to reinforce that core message from their report. Artificial intelligence isn't just coming anymore, it's here. It's a fundamental, you could say indispensable, part of manufacturing now, in the present, understanding these specific applications, how they actually work. It really shows how knowledge, when you understand it and apply it like this, it transforms entire industries.
Absolutely. Hopefully this deep dive gives you, our listener, a much clearer, maybe more nuanced picture of this complex topic. It's not just abstract tech. It's really reshaping global industries, how things get made right now.
It truly is. And it leads to a fascinating thought to leave you with. As AI becomes this indispensable partner in manufacturing, optimizing everything from maintenance to supply chains, even strategic decisions, what new forms of innovation, what new kinds of competitive advantage will define the industries of tomorrow?